It's another edition of Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I'm Anne Nwawadu. Coming up today, the Eat and Go boss, Patrick McMichael, talks to us about how the organization's activities are helping bridge the gap in one sector that has been chosen by the food company. Also, we speak with the Executive Chairman of Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited, Dr. Anthony Obiora Chukwuka, on the developmental projects and the growth of the business. Once again, welcome. They say there is no sincere love than the love of food, and one company is working hard to bring that great taste in its food brands. Let's tell you more about Eat and Go. Eat and Go is Africa's leading master franchise for the Domino Pizza, Cold Stone Creamery, and Pinkberry Gourmet frozen yogurt brands. Renowned for being a master deliverer of high-quality food and services, Eat and Go launched in 2012 in Nigeria with a vision to become the premier food operator in Africa. Today, the company has over 147 stores in Nigeria and Kenya, and it continues to deliver on its promise by successfully rolling out the globally recognized brands Cold Stone Creamery and Domino Pizza across Africa. The company continues to expand its experience in key markets by fusing company goals with new strategic development goals, and it's projected to reach 180 stores across Africa by the end of 2021. Eat and Go is dedicated to bringing the best global food brands and concepts across Africa and employs over 3,000 staff. The Chief Executive Officer of Eat and Go, Patrick McMichael, discusses the value the organization is adding to the public. Take a look. The subsidiaries under your brand are Cold Stone Creamery, Domino's Pizza, Pinkberry. I mean, how do you ensure the smooth running of all these brands to achieve your goal?
Good question, because we get a lot of feedback from our customers in relation to the business and how it runs. Some that's really complimentary and some that give us, some feedback on things that we can do better. I think first off, we are a company business, so we don't have any franchises. All of our stores are company-owned stores, and we run them. We employ all the staff. We have over 3,000 staff across the business. Secondly, we have a really strong training program, and that's for our store staff, that's for our warehouse staff, that's for our commissary staff where they make all of our products that we put into the stores. So we have to make sure that everybody in our business is properly trained before they are put into their roles. And some of that training is up to 6 weeks before they see a customer, before they start their role in any part of our business. On top of that, we have a really strong audit program. So we're continuously auditing our stores, and with our international franchise partners, they take those scores and we have to hit a certain benchmark to make sure that we're operating the business properly. In both Cold Stone and Domino's, we represent the top 1% of performers globally in each of those brands as far as their audit scores are concerned. And we've been awarded multiple awards from both of those international franchisors on the way we run our business. But that doesn't mean we're perfect. We make mistakes. And the key is when you make a mistake, it's how you follow that up. And the goal we have is never to lose a customer.
So for the first time, you came to Africa in 2018 and Nigeria, of course, at that time to take over. What has your experience been like personally in terms of business and ease of doing business? I mean, we just talked about government policies.
Sure. So I was the CEO of Domino's Pizza Indonesia before I came to Africa. So I had a good apprenticeship in a developing country before I arrived here. So arriving into Nigeria for me wasn't a big shock. I knew what to expect and found the environment and the culture quite welcoming. From a business perspective, it's always challenging in a developing country, and I think that that Nigeria has provided me with a lot of challenges along the way. People ask me quite often, what's it like doing business in Nigeria? And I say, well, when you think you know something, you actually don't, because things change very rapidly. Policies can change. Development requirements in a city can change quickly, and you've got to be able to move and change with the continual development of the country. So That's always been part of the way I go about and do business, and you have to be nimble to be successful. As I say to my team, you have to hustle to have success. You know, success is rented, it's never owned, and that rent is due every day. So you've got to be quick on your feet to move with the developments of the country that you're in.
When organizations choose CSR, it says a lot about their priorities. And from what I see, you take education very seriously. Why has Eat and Go decided to partner with Slum to School, and how has this partnership been working out for you?
One of our beliefs is that you have to give back as you're successful to the community. So as I came into Eat and Go, I looked at what were the opportunities where we could give in Nigeria, and there were a lot of opportunities in a developing country. But I think it's really important that you give back to something that relates to your business, that fits into the DNA of your company. And for us, education is a big part of what we do. As I looked around for an opportunity where we could give back, the Slum to School charity seemed to be a good fit for us as a company, as it was close to our DNA, as it was providing education for children who were underserved in the community. For us, it's about adding to the future of Nigeria as much as enjoying the fruits of success today and into the future. Nigeria is going to need future leaders, and you don't get leaders without education. So for us, that was a really good opportunity for us to give back. So far, we've put 1,100 kids in school last year, 1,000 kids in school the year before. This year, we'll put in 1,200 kids into school. So as we continue to grow, our commitment to Slum to School will continue to grow with that.
I will see more investments in innovation hubs by Slum to School. Is Eat and Go actively participating in this?
So our active participation is in raising funds. So what we do is we make sure that the funds are available for Slum to School. Slum to School then, through the Eat and Go Foundation, apply to use those funds. We have an auditor in between us and Slum to School to ensure that the funds are used correctly for the purposes that they're requested for. For us, that's really important. You know, giving to charity, sometimes the money gets consumed in all of the admin expenses and the cost to run the charity. For me and for our team here at Eat and Go, I wanted to make sure that the funds get to the ultimate goal, which is the kids. So as the Slum to School organization wants to build more innovation hubs and use more technology to educate more children, they will apply to us to access to the funds from the foundation, and then that's paid to them, and they can build the hubs that they want. They can get the uniforms, get the books, everything that the kids need, but it's all set on a plan that we agree on at the beginning of the year.
Now Eat and Go has extended its hand to northern Nigeria with 2 stores in Kano. Are there other stores coming up, maybe in the nearest future?
Yeah, there are. So we've just gone into Kano. We've invested over ₦1 billion going into Kano. We've built 2 stores, and we've built a full manufacturing facility for Domino's and for Cold Stone. That facility will support 14 stores of each brand. So right now there's 2 stores in Kano. There's a further 2 stores that we're looking to build in Kano. And on top of that, we have stores in the outlying regions and cities that will be supported by the Kano facility. So we're in Abuja, which is the central part. Kano is our first foray into the north. We're looking at cities like Jos, we're looking at Mina and other cities that surround Zaria, other cities that can be serviced by the Kano commissary and manufacturing.
And talking about expansion, let me take your word from there. It was very difficult for a lot of people, or businesses especially, to grow, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's still difficult for a lot of them, but how did you manage this time, especially 2020, when it was very difficult? And what was your contribution?
So I think let's start with the contribution first, and then we'll talk about how we expanded. So it was a really difficult time for all businesses in Nigeria and just the population of Nigeria and the globe. For us, we looked at how we would be able to give back as the pandemic set in. And really, we wanted to be able to support the frontline workers. And again, as I said, in charity, when you give things, you want to make sure they get to the final destination. So we chose to support the frontline workers, being the police, the fire brigade, the army, everybody who was out actually directing the traffic and helping the population. So we did a lot of product drop-offs at hospitals, the police officer who's directing the traffic in the middle of the road who may be there all day, we'll drop lunch in there. So we gave about 33 million naira worth of product across the country to all frontline workers, but we did it directly. We didn't go through any particular organization and put it at top levels and watch it trickle down. We actually went to the front line and dropped it at the front line on a daily basis. So, and it was really gratifying to see that. I would get pictures each day. We have a WhatsApp group for all the different brands, and I would see the pictures daily of all the different drop-offs to all the different frontline workers around the community. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of our team for getting in and executing that, as it was really tough times for everybody. In relation to your question on expansion and how we dealt with 2020, it was pretty brutal to start with. We lost 60% of our revenue overnight, and we really had to scramble quickly to understand, is this the new normal? What do we do, and how quickly will things come back to normal? So we had to look at all of the costs in the business and what was a nice to have and what was a must have, and we had to make some changes, the same as every business did around the world. We weren't the only business to lose revenue, but everybody had to jump in and work out how to handle that. We did that, and we were able to continue to grow. So in 2020, we built 26 stores and opened them. We did wait. We paused at the beginning of the pandemic just to understand what was happening. And then as we sort of understood what the new normal looked like and the necessity for us to build, as we came out of lockdown, we started the construction program again. Clearly it's worked. Customers were hungry to come out of the lockdowns and to go to the new stores. We're very thankful and blessed to have that capability to continue to grow even in these difficult times. As you said, there's been a lot of businesses that didn't grow or didn't make it through these tough times. I think being in the food business helps because regardless of pandemic or not, people still want to eat. And we've gone into new cities where there is no representation of international brands or QSR brands, which was a strategy that we had pre-pandemic. We just went ahead and executed it during the first stages of the pandemic. Eat and Go employs over 3,000 people here in Nigeria. Every store that we open is an opportunity for us to hire more staff here in Nigeria and train more staff. One of the great things about Eat and Go is that we have a internal promotion policy. So people that we hire are people that we promote through the business as we grow. So as we go into different states, we need new store managers, we need new district managers, we need new shift managers. And these people are people that we hire as drivers or ice cream scoopers and working in the Pinkberry business as yogurt people. So we continually promote them. All the things that we do have a ripple effect across different industries and employ more people. So the more successful Eat and Go becomes, the more that spreads across Nigeria and employs more people.
Now in manufacturing, it's obvious you make use of lots of raw materials. How do you source for them, locally or outside the country?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a journey, all of the products in our supply chain. So as we started the business here in Nigeria, almost everything was imported into the country to allow the business to start. But as the business has grown, we've now got to a position where about 75% of everything that we buy is in Nigeria now. There's still some industries that are yet to develop. So the dairy industry is yet to develop it, and the government is working on doing that at the moment. But we go through 70,000 kilos of cheese a month, and there is no industry in Nigeria that can supply us for that. So we have to work hard to bring that in. The moment there is industry here in Nigeria that can supply that, then we'll change because we like to buy locally. We don't want to buy overseas wherever we can avoid it. So it's been a big goal for us is to try and localize as much of our supply chain as possible as we continue to grow.
So from what I see, let's take this picture for example. This is a base camp of Mount Everest. It means you're very adventurous. I mean, how would you be putting this idea of being adventurous to being creative in your business, expanding your CSR nets also across the globe?
Good question. So I like to push to the limits, and climbing up to base camp Mount Everest was a great opportunity, and enjoyed that. Running in the Lagos Marathon was also something that I really enjoyed as well. Just running across the city, and you see so much as you're doing that. The chairman of our board is always saying, we're just trying to keep Pat alive so you can keep running the company. So I always want to push the limit. I always say I don't want to live life on the sidelines. I want to get involved. And I run the company in the same way. You know, we're continuously pushing forward and looking how to grow this business. We've just recently expanded into Kenya, acquiring the Domino's Pizza and Cold Stone business there, and look forward to further growth in Kenya. We've got a lot of belief that that we can be a Pan-Africa company. We're going to be expanding the Cold Stone business into Ghana in 2022. So we have a big belief in Africa. We believe that we will be employing a lot of people in Africa and continue growing our business across Africa. As we do that, we'll also continue to support our charities, the Slum to School charity. We're working with them to start in Kenya at the moment. And then we're also working with them to work with us in Kano as we continue to expand to the north.
When Kaleidoscope returns in a moment, we'll tell you about the Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited's primary business focus is in healthcare delivery, committed to providing affordable brands for healthy living. Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited is one of Nigeria's foremost pharmaceutical companies, leading the charge towards malaria eradication in Africa, with primary business focus on healthcare delivery. The company has introduced pharmaceutical products of various therapeutic segments, many of which have become brand leaders in the Nigerian pharmaceutical market, with brands including antimalarials, anti-infectives, anti-inflammatories, antihelminthics, antihypertensives, laxatives, and multivitamins, among others. Many of these products are also marketed in some other countries in the west coast of Africa and other parts of the world. With presence across 6 geopolitical zones of the country and over 75 pharmacists among the over 3,000 members of staff, Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited continues to pursue new product development initiatives with a view to identifying and satisfying the needs of the market. Our chat with the Executive Chairman of Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited, Dr. Anthony Obiora Chukwuka, reveals more. Take a look. You've owned this business for over 40 years, but over 20 years ago, you registered it formally. I mean, with all the challenges in the pharmaceutical sector, what has kept you going through the years?
Well, I can say that what has been able to sustain me is I have the passion for the pharmaceutical industry. Because I didn't enter pharmaceutical industry just as I'm looking for any business to do. The passion started when I was in secondary school. I was a member of the Red Cross. And I actually performed too well. I love Red Cross because they are for helping humanity. And I got the instinct to be in the Red Cross during Civil War, 1968, when I was 5 years. I was attacked by hepatitis. If not for the Red Cross, I could have, by now today, I won't be somebody alive. So because of that love, I wanted to help people like they helped me. So that made me to have the passion. So immediately after my secondary school, I have no choice than to move into my school business.
Now, looking through the years, what value do you think you have been able to add to the pharmaceutical sector, and what can be done differently to even help you do more?
Yes, really, because of the passion, we are doing our best to make sure that we meet the standard required of a pharmaceutical member of the pharmaceutical industry. I'm not a pharmacist by profession, but people don't know. I did business administration in school, but people sometimes count me among the pharmacists. So we have added much, like I told you, have many products. We employed so many pharmacists here. We have added, for instance, what is called the MAS, Mobile Authentication Service, where which you buy drugs, scratch, you know the authentication, you know the original one from the fake. Because of the fakers are so much, there are so much. So we can be able to waive off the faking to some extent. Because if you can be able to scratch, of course, the panel will tell you whether it is original or not.
In terms of corporate social responsibility initiatives, share with us some of those projects you've been able to carry out to help develop the society.
Yes, because we know the importance of the corporate social responsibility. We don't go back in making sure that we give back to the society that gave us. For instance, we have done much like health outreach always here in Lagos and down our villages at Anambra State. So we do it always. We get to people's health, get to know, to make sure that they're living a healthy life. Also, we have built, like I personally, I have built a big hall for my community, where they have their meetings, and then from there I share so many things. I share those roles. If I want to do healthcare, it's on that hall. If I want to do any other thing with it, that's hall. I also give scholarship to many people have today graduated from my own scholarship. And many, even at the time of COVID, we also get palliatives here in Lagos, also in our village.
As a patron of the Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, what do you think can be done to improve the pharmaceutical sector, especially in terms of government policies?
That has been a problem. I mean, the menace of the fakers, there are so many. There are so many. Especially when their product is known in the market, like our Lonat, Favin, some of all these products that are very popular from Bat Air and things like that, they are faking. And the only way, one of the ways you can attack them or you can combat back is this mobile authentication service. It's one of the ways. But still, they still go beyond that because some of them go and still put a scratch number. But the only difference is that their own may not come from any service provider. So if you scratch, you can't get anything. But by looking at it, you may think, so there are so many ways. So I think if the government can make some laws stringent, the laws may be more stringent. It's not that they don't have laws, but I don't know how effective, how they control their laws. If somebody is jailed because of fake drugs or something like that, or somebody is severely punished, it will deter others from coming into it. Let more stringent measures be attached to the policy of guiding fake drugs.
The company has come a long way. What do you hope to see in the future of Greenlife Pharmaceuticals Limited?
Like I told you, it's a passion. In fact, I have worked so well. I personally said because when I entered the business, I only entered with secondary school. I finished school start and I entered business. But today I'm a graduate. Yes, I've gone to University of Lagos to do my BSc. I also have gone outside to do my master's. So, and because of my involvement, how hard we are working, the pharmacy PSM, they noticed our effort. Today, I'm a pharmacist by honor. 2019, the Association of Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria, they nominated me as their patron. And they did it because they know that I'm working hard. So these are the things I can say I have achieved, being the chairman of Greenlife. And I believe I will achieve more because I have the passion. I have trained two of my children are pharmacists today, a boy, a male and a female. They're all graduates of pharmacy. And all this is to add to the number of pharmacists in the country. God has really helped me in so many ways because that's why today somebody came up and wrote my biography. I encourage youth. People sometimes come to ask me for a biography because I said how I started life. I started life from Idumota. That is where I started, Idumota, as a merchandiser. From there today, look at where I am. Since I entered business, I've never gone to any other business than first school. So, it's taken from Ikoyi, from Ajigoro to Ikoyi, is a very big milestone, and it's not easy. So, and I know that God keep on blessing me, and as He keep on blessing me, I believe in blessing others because my policy in life is the happiness of others and my own happiness. So I must make sure that I maintain the integrity of the industry and make sure that I'll let people know. I'm even writing a book now on my life as the chairman of Greenlife. But maybe in a few years I'll launch it. And when people read it, they will know that you can be whatever you want to be if God is on your side. And if you are obedient and if you are focused, I'm quite focused, and I'm fully concerned about what I'm doing. I'm not doing try and error, but I know I'm going somewhere, and I believe God has helped me to reach where I'm going.
And that's the program today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, keep up with past editions on youtube.com/channels web. Click on playlist, then go to find Kaleidoscope and watch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. I'm Anne Nwawadu.